it was fiction back then. It was very much a science fiction, and it became even more reality when we were shooting.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Heylen and I play the role of Mouna in The Best Immigrant.
Moi, je suis Saïd Boumazoughe et je joue le personnage Tariq Daman, ou Tariq Moussaoui, dans la série The Best Immigrant.
Bonjour Séries Mania, moi je suis Farouk Ben Ali et moi je joue Jamal.
My name is Raoul Groothuizen. I am the creator of The Best Immigrant, together with Christina Poppe.
We gaan alle niet-Europese migranten buiten zetten, illegaal of niet. Vlaanderen terug aan zij die hier geboren zijn. Vlaanderen terug van ons.
Opgelet voor opname.
En actie.
Dames en heren, welkom bij The Best Immigrant.
Mouna is with Jamal and they're both immigrants that live in Belgium, and when the new government, a far-right government, gets into power, everyone that wasn't born in Belgium has to leave. And they make the decision to participate in a game show to win a residency. She never likes it, but she keeps on fighting to stay with Jamal. In French, we say par l'amour. So I'm very proud of Mouna for fighting every day to get a better life and the life she deserves and that everyone deserves, by the way.
For me the role was clear. I was being discriminated against from the start, and that made it easier for me. I think.
Love story.
The love story is a difficult one because, yeah, you're supposed to choose between the love of your life and just the interest of the group.
Yes. I call this show like a lasagna. You have different layers. You have to pass each layer to feel the sauce, to feel the dish, and that's a thing.
De massale arrestatie van mensen zonder Vlaamse geboorteakte is vandaag van start gegaan.
Des centres de déportation temporaire ont été créés dans toutes les provinces de Flandre.
Christina, I always liked the juxtaposition of like a very difficult and very sensitive problem with of course, like a lot of racism, with a lot of immigration policies, far right-wing policies that trying to make immigration even harder and harder, and combine it with like the flashiness and like the, how do you call it, the entertainment. Has a tendency to make contestants like put them in a box, like they pick people out and like not being very careful with the person, but make them like as watchable as possible, like make them even put them in situations that are very difficult for them for like entertainment value. So there's a very hard, a very almost evil part of it, and it fitted very well with the idea of combining it with the themes of our series. Yeah, because we knew it was a very somewhat hard show to watch because it's very confrontational in some regards and makes it uneasy. We also knew like to keep people watching, really need to have like strong cliffhangers, need to get people very quickly invested in these contestants to make them as human and as possible, and as we try to make them as layered as possible, but also keep the tempo going because it's like a short series. It has to be like, you really want to binge it like in a week or in a weekend. So that was our intention with it. How do you call it? Like, it was fiction back then. It was very much a science fiction, and it became even more reality when we were shooting. Like, ice didn't exist when we were writing it. I know, like on one of the first shooting days when we did the shoot of in the scenes that people from immigration backgrounds get arrested, like that was at that moment like first time happening in America. So that was very weird, very surreal to see. Yeah.
I'm convinced that if we would have made this show 5 years ago, it would have been dystopian. And now we basically just made a scripted reality. And that's very, very sad.
That's the danger of the surrealism. When the surrealism becomes realism, but also the beauty of it. The time I trapped the team, but it's, I think, a beautiful way to tell the story in a different way. We are storytellers, but also we have the bridge function that we have.
Yes, I think for us it was just really important that we made people think about a worst case scenario like that is possible. And that's what we try or hope to achieve with this series, that people just realize that it isn't so far away.
It was also one of the small inspiration things that were happening because we're seeing it in more countries. Like, you had to be superhuman, like almost be a superhero or be like a very extreme good athlete, and then you get like a validation, like, oh yeah, you can join, you are part of us now. But that raises like a crazy bar that you almost can't deliver as a person from an immigration background. I think back then in 2018, Christine and I were very inspired by more of a movie, but The Lobster, like Yorgos Lanthimos, that also does like very weird things, surreal elements. But later on, we also, like Years and Years was like a very great example to like look at the dystopian ideas or like near future ideas that become very real, possibly. Of course, also things like Squid Games, Hunger Games, like those were our main inspirations. Yeah.
Bonjour, the people of the world. This show is going to be available on French television very soon.
I don't know the exact date, but it's gonna be soon. So I hope you will enjoy it. Maybe enjoy is not a good word, but you will watch it and you'll find it interesting.
Go watch it, my beloved French people. Watch the series.